as it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks here, guys, are ready to do battle between our visitors and boys. This fielded at the 2. Across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Right 57. I got one.
On first and 10, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they...
He's got a man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready, blue ready. 57. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rosa's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, pushing through the contact. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Barry. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Go! 90, Wolf. Cut.
Throwing on first down. Barry connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. Draw play, Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
You ready?
33, check back 33. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Big grip, big grip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barry got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
Ready, ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
2nd and 9 now. That one complete, Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Barry. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. I got him.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
70, Indy.
Yo!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Barry, and that's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Looking to throw. Barry. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys.
But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, set, 10-2 start. All day, every day, any day.
To throw on 2nd down, Barry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Barry. Open man is Cameron Batson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Barry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Barry. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 57, come on.
Operating from the gun, Barry. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Bravo. We got 4. Get ready.
Throwing again, Barry. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Barry. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Barry. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Winston. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back. Fly to the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Barry. This to Jarwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
18 Gator. 3 butt.
On 3rd and 2, Barry. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game. And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd and 2, Barry. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. You. Snap.
Off play action, Barry. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they knew there were going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Giants' 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now third down.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Giants 10.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Barry. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Let's go now. AT Gator. Me and you all day. All day.
On 1st down, Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Barry. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Shifts past him at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Winston will let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Giants 17. Alfred Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Looking to throw on second down. Barry, and that's Elliott, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
18 Gator. Hey, Haywood.
To throw on second down, Barry. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Easy. 54 is Mike.
Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line. Today's final score.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.